Searching for music for your next video? Then you
Welcome to Caribbean American News.
searching for music for your next video? Then you need to check out Artlist. With amazing new music added daily and one simple license that covers everything. Artlist is the music licensing platform for all creators. Start now and find the perfect song.
Good night, everyone, and welcome to Caribbean American News Network. We are on air, we are online, and we want to greet everyone. Happy New Year. Let's hoping that you had a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend, beautiful holidays. I'm going to give you some time to share the live. We are on a new platform on Facebook, and so we are inviting you to share. Those of you who are on YouTube, and those of you who are logging in through our platform on Facebook, we want to welcome you to the platform. Please give us some time as we put our system together. We are broadcasting from a new page on Facebook, and so we want you to stay tuned as we gear up to start our Caribbean American News broadcast. We are back in swing. Yes, we are on over there at Caribbean American News Media. Some people are looking for Caribbean American news, but we are on a new platform. And so for folks to find us, you will have to share it to the different platforms. So we're going to give you some time as we share that platform. All right, so just take some time to share. Folks are looking for us. I received a number of calls earlier, and so they're trying to locate us on Facebook. Just bear with us as we share. Please bear with us. Yes. How was your week, folks? Is hoping that all is well. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Persons are going to the old page to find us, but you will not be able to get us there. You will have to find us on our platform, our new platform. So just bear with us as we try to locate, get our viewers updated. Bear with us. We're getting there.
Welcome to Caribbean American News.
Get in there. Get in there. Share it with your friends, folks. Yes, we're uplinking now. Yes. Yes, folks, take the time to share. We'll be on shortly. We're just trying to get the message out. A lot of folks cannot find us because we're not on our regular page. All right? So please share as you come in. It's very important that you do so. All right. Those of you on YouTube, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us on Caribbean American News Network. The news you report. If I am quiet, folks, I am just trying to get notification out as much as I can. And then we will start our program tonight. Yes. Yes, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Welcome, friends. Yes. All right, so let's get to work now. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm receiving a number of messages. Persons cannot find us because they're looking for us on Caribbean American News Network and not media. Yes. All right. So as you come, folks, please share the challenge that we face. It is right now getting our notification out on our site. As you know, we do not have access to our regular page, and so persons are having problems in locating the platform. And so we're doing our best. We have been working for the past few weeks in getting our page rectified. I will share with you what the problem is there, and let's hope that we can get the traffic over to Caribbean American News Media, all right, and not network, all right. So folks, head into the old platform in order to find us. But let us begin, and I just want to greet everyone, to say hello to all of you, those of you who are coming on to our platform. Greetings to you. Again, I am happy to be back on the platform. Well, one of the platforms, as I said, it is still a challenge to get back onto Caribbean American News, and we are praying, we are working. I'm having a lot of patience. I'm hanging in there, but we had to start this new platform, Caribbean American Media, because the news network has been compromised, and the individual is refusing to cooperate with us in getting it back into our hands, very sadly. But it is what it is. But for now, we will continue. Folks will find us eventually, I know that. But for now, we are going to move forward with the broadcast. It's our first episode for the year. It's our first broadcast for the year. I got a call earlier from a gentleman here in the United States who thought that we were on all the time. Some people felt that we blocked them, but that's not the case. We did not block anybody. It is just that we do not have our page. So I had to create a new page, and I'm hoping that most of you who are under the sound of my voice can assist us in sharing so that persons can know that we are on this platform. All right? So thank you again, those of you who are sharing. Let us know if you're a new viewer. Let us know how you were able to get onto the platform. We really want to know, because we got to build it back from scratch. That's the challenge. We got to build back the network from scratch because it was compromised by an individual, and we are working our head off in trying to get Facebook to get it over to us. But the challenge there is that it can compromise the person's page. They themselves can lose their page because it can be reported as fraudulent activities and other activities. And I do not want anyone to go through that losing a page. And that's why I am hanging in there. I'm having the patience. I am hoping that good sense will prevail and we can get back our network, our platform, so that our viewers can find us when they want us. They can get us. So I just want you to know that we have not done anything. We have not blocked anyone from our platforms. All right? Just wanted you to know that. You are not blocked. Okay. So now I just want, again, welcome. We're going to get into our broadcast tonight. There's a lot happening in our country, in the world. We are aware of the food challenges on the island of St. Lucia, where we saw the increase of bread. We saw gasoline being dropped by a few cents. It is real. The struggle is real. There is no doubt about it. But before I go into that discussion, we got to go over to St. Vincent. We got to get back into St. Lucia. We got to go over to Barbados. We have a packed program tonight. And then there is a person of the month that I would want to introduce you, our listeners, to. A person of the month. So as you come onto the platform, what is going to help us is that if you share the platform, then persons will be able to find where we are, our new home. Our temporary home, they'll be able to find the platform. Okay. So, first of all, I spoke on, I believe it was Sunday, on the video that is being circulated on social media with a gentleman, a St. Lucian citizen living in St. Vincent, having intercourse with men, with young boys. Now, many persons are saying, "Hi, Gloriana, how are you?" If you are new, please let us know so we can recognize you. If you are a new viewer, let us know so that we can give you a shout out, all right? Our YouTube page viewers are growing nicely. Folks are finding us. But I would want those of you who are on Facebook, it's a new page, to share with your friends. Share with everybody. Let them know that we're on. We have not blocked anybody, all right? Joseph Seeley, how are you? Martin, my friend, night to you. And Frances, Veronica, and all those who are coming into the platform, greetings, greetings, greetings. Hi, Ingrid, how are you? Good night, good night. Now, if you want a private area to hang out, you can go over to our YouTube channel and you can hide out over there. Yes, it's a nice hiding place, all right? But let me just say something to you. Let me just say something to you, folks. We are a part of a movement. And when I say a movement, each of us who are under the platform, I am sure those of you who are under the sound of my voice, you are supporters of the United Workers' Party. I'm very much aware of that. Very much aware. And I want to say to you that While I am a strong supporter of the United Workers' Party, my number one priority is my religious life. I am a Christian. All of us identify with a party. What I cannot do, and I will make this clear, what I cannot do is to follow anyone, and I'm going to put up something on the screen, all right? But I'm here with you. Is to follow anyone. I saw this on Facebook. It says, don't be a blind follower. I found it very interesting. I don't know how many of you can see it. It says, don't be a blind follower. Now, why am I putting this on the air? Why? Each of us, hi Bibiana Wilson, welcome, good night. Hi Angeli. While each of us identify with our different parties, I want us to keep our reasoning. Listen to me carefully. Keep your reasoning. Keep your sanity. Keep your dignity. If you see something that is not right, please, I beg you, do not sell your soul for a win. If something is wrong, it is wrong. If something is right, it is right. And I suspect that is the problem with our society today. Because the malfunction, and I'm trying to be careful, is happening in my party that I was born into, then it is okay for me to just let it slide. But if it happens on the Labour Party side, then let us just highlight it and call it out. And so it seems that integrity and truth is subject to who's in power at the time and which party it is taking place, it is happening to. I say all this to say that I can promise you that I cannot and will not encourage crookedness. I will not, and I promise you, I cannot keep quiet on lack of integrity, common decency. Yes, we are humans and we err. We make mistakes. It says to err is human. We all make mistakes in life. All of us have fallen short of the glory of God. All of us have wronged someone in our lives. We have done something, maybe out of frustration, out of disappointment, out of anger. We all have done, we have said something to hurt someone. Someone has done it to us. Now, I'm saying all this to say, folks, let us remain true to righteousness and truth. Righteousness and truth. And I'll say to you, if you do not know both sides of a story, don't get involved in bitterness, hatred, and besmirching of people's character. If you are not aware of both sides of a story, it could be your prime minister, it could be the opposition leader, it could be your father, your mother. Please get the story straight. Listen without any biasness and come to a conclusion. A lot of persons come to a conclusion based on one side of a story. And that one side of the story can be very dangerous. And I'll say to the United Workers' Party and the supporters, let us be careful how we jump on board the bandwagon of division and besmirchment. Because if we are not careful, we are going to end up with a lot of good people standing on the sideline, not wanting to get involved because some bully or someone who believe that they have some weight and substance in the organization can cause a lot of persons to be on the sidelines. And I make no apologies for putting this warning out. If we have eyes, let us see. If we have ear, let us hear. One thing I will not support, and I will tell you now, it is wrongdoing. It is slackness. I would not, I can't. And maybe that's why I speak out of frustration, because it is not my intention to cover what is not right. Not in my family, not in the church, not in the society. We got to do what is right. But let's go into our program. I just thought I would say that, and I would give some more information as we go along. Remember, this is the first episode of our Caribbean American News broadcast for the year 2023. We are excited. It's going to be bigger and better, more information, more challenges. We're going to take on the stories head on. We're going to speak on the issues. What we will not do is to besmirch people's character. We're not going to be spreading false information over here. We're not going to be spreading rumors. I'm not going to be just sharing something that somebody sends to me and say, oh yeah, post this. No, I can't do that. If I cannot verify the story, I am not going to post it. No, because I do not want anyone to do it to me, so I'm not going to do it. All right? So I'm asking both political parties to be careful with information that you're putting out there. Yes, some people want to win. Yes, people want to stay in power. But all I am saying, let us play by the rules. Let us gather our information and let us go out and enlighten our communities, our people. Give them the truth and let them make that decision. But do not feed them a lie. Let us not do that. All right? You can win with the truth and not a lie. Now, I am drinking passion fruit juice. Please bear with me. You know, I am addicted to passion fruit now. All right, so let us go over to St. Vincent. Some drama is happening over there. And some of you thought that you had drama in the Senate or in the House. Well, guess what? In St. Vincent, Mr. Ralph Gonsalves and Mr. I believe Mr. Leacock it is, one of the opposition member from Kingstown, they had a go. They had a verbal breakdown in the St. Vincent House. And let us go over to St. Vincent and see what is happening there. All right? Please bear with us. We're going to get our clip right. Our volume is off. Let's go on.
The government finds themselves in a veritable bind. They find themselves, Madam Speaker, between the devil and talk about the devil. His imps appear. I think that's how the expression goes. Madam Speaker,
I rise on a point of order. In fact, I'm asking my honorable friend to withdraw the remark that I'm a devil. He knows that what he has done there is he has crossed the line.
Now, folks, just bear with me. This is Ralph Gonsalves, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. All right? Now, you can see a similarity with Mr. Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and Mr. Alan Shastner. They're the same complexion, straight hair, you know, same, but they're Caribbean people. They're, they're citizens of their country, both Alan Shastner and Mr. Gonsalves. Mr. Gonsalves is the leader of the St. Vincent Labour Party, the ULP, Unity Labour Party, and the person you heard speaking earlier, Mr. Leacock, he is a member of the NDP, which is in St. Lucia, the United Workers' Party. All right, so I just wanted to give you a little insight of what is happening here. So Ralph Gonsalves is the Labour Party leader. He's the Prime Minister of St. Vincent. And Mr. Leacock, the gentleman who spoke earlier, he is a member of the NDP, the New Democratic Party. They are in opposition. Now, as I said, it is the equivalent to the United Workers' Party in St. Lucia, all right? So let's go back over now. Ralph Gonsalves, he is very upset. He's on edge because he believes Mr. Leacock is calling him the devil. Now, please pay attention for yourself. We'll go back over that clip. Let's go back to Mr. Leacock. Listen to him. Now, remember, Mr. Leacock, if you look at his tie, he is a member of the NDP, the opposition party. And it is the same as the United Workers' Party in St. Lucia. Let's go over to Mr. Leacock.
Talk about the devil. His imps appear. I think that's how the expression goes. Madam Speaker,
I rise on a point of order. In fact, I'm asking my honorable friend to withdraw the remark that I'm a devil.
This is the Prime
He knows
Minister
that
of
what
St.
he has done
Vincent.
there is he has crossed the line. He said, the devil has just arrived. I'm the one who has just arrived. Come on.
Never said that.
He's just arrived. No. Madam Speaker, you heard what I heard. You heard what I heard, Madam Speaker. You heard what I heard. Expression what? You shut your mouth. You're not in this.
Yeah.
So, first of all, you have Mr. Ralph Gonsalves telling one of the opposition members to shut their mouth. You heard that. I want you to pay attention to what is happening here. So, the Labour Party Prime Minister is saying to the opposition NDP, shut your mouth. Now he's complaining that the opposition member called him the devil. Now let's see where it goes from here. All right?
Members, honorable members, honorable members, honorable members. and I've stopped your time. Honorable members, I'm going to remind members, as I've been doing, I feel as if it's been all day, to be very cautious of the parliamentary language. And this is a caution again for all members. For all members.
Madam Speaker, but he did call me devil.
Honorable member.
He did call me devil. And I'm not yielding the point. He did call me devil. It doesn't matter how they twist and turn. That is what he said. Shut your mouth now, I'm on my feet.
Honorable.
Now, you see how disrespectful the Prime Minister of St. Vincent is. For the second time, he is saying to the member, shut up. Folks, I want you to follow me carefully. For those of you who are just joining us, we are in St. Vincent at this point. We're asking you to share the broadcast. We are on a new page, and a lot of persons don't know that we are here. So if you can share it quickly, those of you on YouTube, on Facebook, please share it. We're going to have some fun tonight. So we're over in St. Vincent. Let's go back over. Now, Ralph he's an elderly guy, and I believe it's time for him to retire, to hand in the towel. But Ralph is actually trying to prepare the way for his son to be the Prime Minister of St. Vincent. And I will show you why the people of St. Vincent need to stand up and say no. The people of St. Vincent will have to stand up and say no. Let us go back over to St. Vincent, Kingstown, St. Vincent. And this is a clip from Eyewitness News, Kenton Chance out of St. Vincent.
Members, honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, I have to rule. Just a moment, honorable members. Honorable member, the allegation or the substance of the point of order is that you call the Prime Minister devil, and the question is that you withdraw the reference. Is there a response to that, honorable member, before I make my ruling?
Madam Speaker, even though I may be provoked, even if the Honorable Prime Minister looks or thinks, I would not call him the devil. I was in fact making a statement, making a comparison, the devil, and he came in and finished the statement, the deep blue sea. You see, he joined the conversation.
And after that, what happened?
What after that? I said.
What you said after that? Speaking of
the devil.
Yes.
Imps appear.
Imps appear.
Yeah, imps.
Imps appear. All right.
I said that. I know time and occasion report to the Honorable Prime Minister.
Very well. Let us move on.
Let
us move on. But I caution everybody about the parliamentary language.
The fellow play back. You call me a devil. Is that all right? The leader would not apologize that they bust me head.
The Madam Speaker.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if you folks are listening, and welcome those of you who are joining us. Please share the platform. Now, if you look at Ralph Gonsalves, he's very angry, he's upset, and he reminds the opposition that they did not make a statement on the person who burst his head. Now, for those of you who can't remember, Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, during the forced vaccine mandate during the corona season, where one of the citizens took a stone and burst his head by the Parliament House in Kingstown. So all that, remember, he had to be rushed to Barbados for medical care. So Mr. Gonsalves is reminding the opposition member that he did not say anything when his head got burst in St. Vincent by a Vincentian citizen. So Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, he reminds me of someone, cannot take criticism. And I'll say something off the bat. Ralph Gonsalves, one-on-one with him, he's a decent man. He's fun to be around. But all I'm saying is that when it comes to the nation, governing a nation, then you want to draw the line. So let's go back over to Kingstown St. Vincent Eyewitness News.
Resume your time.
I'm going to appeal, Madam Speaker, because until now, just as happened before, we had a good flow.
Yes, so I'm going to resume the count. I'm sorry, yes?
Madam Speaker.
Just a moment, I'll wait.
This is just, you talk about parliamentary language, but it's also...
Okay, the gentleman that you're seeing there, folks, he is the opposition leader. He took over from Mr. Eustace. This is Mr. Friday, and we suspect that he's going to be the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is Mr. Friday. He is from the Grenadines of St. Vincent, I believe Beckway, and he is presently the opposition leader of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now he's addressing the Speaker of the House. So let's go back over.
The Honourable Prime Minister has told 3 members on this side of the House to shut up. With little provocation.
I said shut your mouth.
Which is the same thing. You're dancing on the head of a pin, you know.
No.
The point of the matter is, Madam Speaker, beyond non-parliamentary language, nobody in this House has a right to tell another member shut up. Not even you, Madam Speaker. And you are in charge of the procedures of this House.
Well, you've never heard any
Precisely.
utterance, not even remotely.
Not from you.
From me.
So nobody else should do it, and the Honourable Prime Minister should stop doing it, because he will not intimidate any member on this side of the House.
Very well. And I am going to say this probably for the 6th time for the day. Let us be very mindful of the parliamentary language. One member made a statement today, and I thought he was almost echoing what I had said earlier. The children are listening. Example is powerful. Let us set the right example. Honourable Member, please continue.
Madam Speaker, if I may be permitted, my honourable friend from South Leeward was distorted.
Now, this is Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent.
Crosstalk, just as how he sat down. I say, shut your mouth. It is in that crosstalk and he crosstalk. I tell him shut his mouth because
Now, hold a minute, folks. Here is Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He is making excuse. He's looking for excuse why he told the opposition members to shut their mouth. I want you to listen to him carefully. He's trying to justify. He's trying to justify the disrespect in the House, the Honorable House in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let's listen to Mr. Ralph Gonsalves. Let's listen. And that's why we should not allow persons to be in office for so long. There need to be term limits in the Caribbean. Ralph Gonsalves have served St. Vincent for a very long time. Vincentians are catching their tail. They're catching their tail. And there is no sympathy. No sympathy at all. Let's go over to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
you were speaking something which was not truthful, and you were dealing with the matter. And that is the point. So when the Honorable Leader of the Opposition gets up with his twisting and turning just now, is dissembling, is not reporting what actually transpired here.
Madam Speaker, the Honorable Prime Minister just said that I said something, right? I just want to know which part of the something that I said that gave rise to him asking me to shut my mouth. Is it the part where I said you love to be equating yourself with the devil? Is it that?
Just a moment, Honorable Member. Listen, we have to be careful how we allow things to descend. I am satisfied that whatever was said during crosstalk. Okay? I didn't hear it fully myself, but what we have to do is continue with the debate. Perhaps a private discussion afterwards. I'll be happy to facilitate it even in my chambers.
So, Madam Speaker,
but I'm
would it be fair to have the Prime Minister withdraw that? In the crosstalk.
Withdraw what?
Telling me to shut my mouth.
No, but no.
Huh?
We can't go on to that.
Then,
the point is where is the crux of the debate?
To be equated himself with the devil.
Of the debate lie?
He is happy with that, and I'm happy. Don't withdraw it, but I'm happy.
We cannot.
In my own mind that he is happy with equating himself with the devil.
This is my ruling.
Madam Speaker, if he's now saying that I'm the devil, he should withdraw it. I didn't hear him say so.
No. I'm saying that you're happy to equate yourself.
No,
I didn't say you're the devil.
Hear him say that.
But you're talking about the devil so much that it must bring you some sort of joy.
Honorable members, both members, please take your seats. There's something that's going on here that is unfair. And it is unfair. No, I'm speaking. It is unfair to the honorable member for Central Kingston to have this interruption continue. I will not facilitate it. Honorable member for Central Kingston, please continue. Honorable member. Honorable member.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
And you know it has given me a very hard time, and I'm glad for your intervention.
I am always fair. Please continue.
Okay, good. So, folks, there you go. We have another clip from St. Vincent. All right. This is from an outside reporter. I think if I play this, you will get more clarity. But we have to get back to St. Lucia and then Barbados. We have a pothole issue, and then we have a farmer who lost her cows over on the island. And then we have a presentation that was given to a lady there in St. Lucia. We're going to highlight it in the next few minutes. So stick with us, folks. Please share the platform. Let's go over to Primetime Caribbean News. Just bear with us. Please bear with us.
And opposition MP Sinclair Leacock. The confrontation came during the presentation of Health Minister Jimmy Prince and after Leacock rose to seek clarity. At that point, Dr. Gonzalez sought to rise on a point of order before the verbal mayhem.
I wonder, Mr. Minister, Honorable Minister, whether you would take just a little minute out as you address the general improvement of diagnostic services to the country. Why one of the private institutions in St. Vincent, seemingly on the school, hasn't attracted more attention from your ministry in terms of relationship, subsidies, assistance of any kind. I'm speaking here about health solutions, which clearly has also made its mark by preventing a lot of people to go abroad for services which hitherto were not provided, and often augments the health service. I'm asking you for your assistance.
Now, you see how respectful...
Something wrong with you, you know?
No, but no, just a minute.
Yes. Something really wrong with you.
May I rise?
In the most gentle
Why don't you shut up and stop insulting people? Shut up! Shut up and stop insulting people.
Shut up!
Shut up!
Folks, I don't want to laugh, but did you see what just happened there? Let us go back. The Rav seems to be very upset. And like Veronica says in the chat on Facebook, that his temper is hot. His temper is hot. Because I am saying to you that St. Vincent, they're not doing too well down there. To get to St. Vincent from the United States, it is, the last time I checked, it was $2,000-$3,000. And there's a new international airport, brand new, bigger than the one in St. Lucia, state of the art. But St. Vincentians cannot get to St. Vincent because of the cost. And if you should try to go over to St. Lucia to get to St. Vincent, what is going to happen is that Liat is going to charge you $1,000-something to get from St. Lucia to St. Vincent. It is cheaper to travel from the United States to London versus traveling from the United States versus traveling from St. Vincent to St. Lucia. Do you understand how you, the citizens, are being ripped off? While these men are in Parliament fighting over the devil. Folks, are you understanding what is happening here? So while the citizens, Ralph Gonsalves citizens, cannot get a decent flight from the United States to their country at an affordable rate, while the people of St. Vincent cannot have proper health care, you go to the hospital and you're given the wrong medication and you're told, just like Ralph Gonsalves, to shut your mouth, don't tell nobody nothing. I had a family member who went to St. Vincent to the hospital, was given the wrong medication. The wrong medication. And it happens in other countries of the Caribbean. Wrong medication. And you think they will tell you? No. So the question would be, how many innocent people have lost their lives because of malpractice, while you have these men? An opposition member is asking the Minister of Health to clarify. Now, Mr. Leacock he's from Kingston. I know him. But here is Mr. Ralph trying to shut him down because he's questioning the Minister of Health. And we see it in different countries where opposition cannot speak. Attempts is made to silence them. And what we fight over? Somebody called me the devil. Somebody recorded him talking about somebody who did something wrong. And because the somebody is my friend, everybody else is upset and try to protect the party or try to do this. When you have an innocent woman who is getting caught up in the backfire, cannot get food, cannot get the help that she needs. And nobody speaks about it. And that's the double standard and the nasty and divisiveness that we have in our political system. While people are being given the wrong medication, while people cannot get proper ultrasound and medical care, monies are being spent to travel from one country to the other, first class. All kind of kickbacks. And most of the people you see fighting all over Facebook and all over the place, they're not fighting because they love their country so much. Majority of the time, they're fighting because they have their eyes on some big position somewhere. You think they really care about you, the poor citizens of a country? Majority of times, no. The answer is no. People are fighting so that they can get their benefits, they can get their position. But you, the citizens of the country, you have been given the crooked end of the stick. Let's go back over to Mr. Ralph Gonsalves and Mr. Leacock. Now, I'll tell you, I'll give you a warning. Mr. Leacock ain't nothing easy. I'll tell you, Mr. Leacock has been a thorn in Ralph's skin for a very long time. This Leacock, he don't mess around. He's one of the strongest member of the opposition down there. You don't ride over Mr. Leacock, you know. You don't. You think he is some of those people that we have in St. Lucia hiding, trying to beat around the bush? some of these politicians. Mr. Leacock is not one of them. I'm sorry. Mr. Leacock will put you in your place quickly. And it is time for some of these politicians in St. Lucia, both on the opposition side and the political and the government side, to grow some type of backbone. All their concern is protecting themselves. They ain't care a hoot about you. But I tell you, Mr. Leacock is the Dundalkin. Mr. Leacock is the real deal. Let's go over and see what's going on in St. Vincent. Let's go over. Let me take it back a little so you can hear Ralph. Mr. Leacock's talk. We're listening.
General Service, I'm asking you for your assistance. Something wrong with you, know?
No, but no, just a minute. Yes.
Something really wrong with you.
May I rise?
In the most gentle
Why don't you
way.
shut up and stop insulting people?
Too.
Shut up and stop insulting people.
Now, folks, you saw what happened. So Mr. Leacock is asking, he's not talking to Ralph, you know. And he's following procedures. He is referring to what you call it. He's responding to Miss Speaker. Right? So he's protected because he's talking through the Speaker of the House. So he's asking the health minister for clarification through the Speaker of the House. But Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, who appointed the Speaker, believed that he can go around the Speaker and speak directly to Mr. Leacock. So while Mr. Leacock is asking the question, Mr. Ralph Gonsalves is he's responding from his chair, sitting. And the rules are that if there's a member on the floor speaking, unless it's a point of order, Ralph Gonsalves needs to sit down and listen. Unless he's recognized by the Speaker of the House, Mr. Ralph Gonsalves should sit there and listen. But instead, Mr. Ralph Gonsalves is attacking the opposition because the opposition is strong. Ain't messing around. But the bad thing is that Mr. Ralph Gonsalves is not using wisdom because he's attacking the pit bull of the United Workers of the NDP. Let's go back over. Let's go back over to the showdown.
May I rise?
In the most gentle
Why don't you
way.
shut up and stop insulting people? Shut up and stop insulting
Ralph,
people.
shut up.
No.
Up, Ralph.
Honorable members.
You're just being ignorant and
I
stupid.
am on my
Ralph,
feet.
nobody can be more stupid than you.
Honorable members.
Talk to him.
Honorable members, please take your seats.
Talk to him.
Take your seats, honorable
Madam
members.
Speaker, do not shout at me.
Honorable
Do
members,
not,
I am not shouting at you, honorable.
please
Take your seats.
speak to me politely and respectfully.
Now, we're going to go back over there. It's getting hot. But what I can, y'all don't listen to me, you know. I told you that Mr. Leacock is a pit bull in the NDP, equivalent. It is the same UWP. It's in Vincent. But Mr. Leacock, if you realize, he took on the Speaker and he took on Ralph. So when Ralph said to him, shut your mouth, you saw Mr. Leacock right away hit back, and Mr. Leacock said, you shut your blasted mouth. You heard that, right? So Ralph is so angry because, one, remember, Ralph still have that feeling in his head that a woman hit him with a stone. Now, Vincentians are known for hitting you in your head with stone. So they don't care if you're politician or police. I'm not saying it's right. But say Vincia, say wash your car foot tattoo. So Ralph now is still suffering from the idea that he had security around him and a stone came out of nowhere and hit him in the head, and he ended up in Barbados. Not in the Kingston Hospital, you know. Mind you, the Kingston Hospital was not good enough to take care of Ralph Gonsalves, and he is the leading government of the day. But the Kingston Hospital was not good enough, so he had to go to Barbados for a burst head. Now the question is, why did Ralph Gonsalves leave St. Vincent, went over to St. Lucia, to Barbados, for medical care for a bus head? Are you with me, folks? It means that there were no scans available, either to give him a CAT scan or an X-ray, and therefore he had to run fast. So I am saying here is the first sit-in budget debate. Hold with me, folks. The first budget debate in St. Vincent. And a member of the opposition is asking for clarity on health care. The same health care that was not good enough for Ralph Bushead. But Ralph is saying to him, shut up. And the opposition member says to Ralph in retaliation, shut your blasted mouth. And it continues. Let's continue. Let's go back to St. Vincent. Why? Because the Speaker of the House... Now, let me go back to Ralph. Ralph is now on his feet. So now, guess what you have? You have the opposition on his feet, Ralph on his feet, and you have the Speaker of the House on her feet. Let's go back again, folks. We coming back to St. Lucia. We coming.
Let's go. Why don't you shut up and stop insulting people? Shut up and stop insulting
Ralph,
people.
shut up.
Shut up, Ralph.
Honorable members.
You're just being ignorant and stupid.
I am on
Ralph,
my feet.
nobody can be more stupid than you.
Honorable members.
Talk to him.
Honorable members, please take your seats.
Talk to him.
Take your seats, honorable members.
Madam Speaker, do not shout at me.
Honorable members, I am not shouting at you, honorable
Please,
members. Please take your
please
seats.
speak to me politely and respectfully. And I'll
Honorable
take my seat.
members, I am always polite and respectful. Please
It's important to
take your
me.
seat. Please take your seat.
Please. Well, do. Good.
Gonsalves insisted on interjecting and accused Sinclair of seeking to bully his member.
The interruption was entirely uncalled for, as you have indicated under the rules. And I simply said, as in the crosstalk, that let the man deliver his speech. Then the honorable member for Central Kingston.
Now, here is Ralph again trying to justify why he's saying for the fourth time to the opposition member, shut up. And now, Ralph is such a baby now, he's so calm, he did nothing wrong. So he's explaining why he had to say to the opposition, shut up. Let's go back again, and then we're going over to St. Lucia.
What's wrong with you? Something really wrong with you, you know? I mean, what is the necessity and desirability for all of that outburst? I mean, frankly,
Now wait, Ralph is playing the victim now. So he's asking, why all this? Why all the outbursts? You folks, this seems to be a narcissist or whatever you call it, because, and I'll tell you, these people, there are a lot more of these people out there in society, you know. Some of them are crooked, and they make you feel like you're the crooked one. You can't have a conversation with them. You can't. They will do everything bad to you. And they will make you feel that you are the one that have to apologize to them. There are a lot of them out there. So I would say to you women, be careful who you marry. Because if you marry someone with this temperament, you will have a problem. Because these are the ones that will sleep with other people out there. Have other women and men. And matter of fact, men are having sex with men now. and having their wives. So these are men that will go out there, have sex with men without condoms, come back home, have sex with you. You get all kind of sexually transmitted disease. You in your house, that's all you do, house and church. Then they will turn it around and say, you are the one who went out and do what you did. They will blame you for having yeast infection and all kind of vaginic, all kind of problems, all kind of problems in your private part. These men will drive you crazy. And there are a lot of them in the society. So women, be careful, but are going back home. And I know I am asking you women to be careful. Be careful. Listen to me. Be careful. Listen to Ralph. You ever meet men like that, women? They have other women on you, but they're coming home like, oh, they're victims. Oh, I did nothing wrong. Nasty set of people. And there are some that you will do business with, financial business transactions with, and they will make you feel that you stole something from them. There's a lot of men out there. I'm protecting you women tonight. I'm on your side tonight. I throw in all the men under the bus tonight. Men, I'm just playing around. Stay with me. I love you all. I love all my viewers. But let's go back to Mr. Ralph. Crybaby Ralph.
You're not a bully. And I wouldn't allow you to come here and bully anybody in this house. Certainly not me.
Honorable members, that is enough. Honorable
Certainly
members,
not me.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. The other thing I'm going to
You think
to
I'm
remind,
an easy man?
the other thing I'm going to remind
You're a
other.
Another bus stop.
So you hear? All of a sudden, somebody is bullying Ralph. People, are you... Listen to me. I'm watching this and I'm like, what went on here? The honorable member, Mr. Sinclair Leacock, parliamentary representative for one of the Kingstown districts, asks a genuine question. Ralph, take the man on. Tell him to shut up. He told other members to shut up. The man responded to him and tell him to shut his blasted mouth. Then you know what Ralph is doing now? Pretending that somebody was trying to bully him. When Ralph Gonsalve, it is clear that he was the one who is at fault. All during the sitting, he's telling people to shut them out. But at the end, he's saying that they're trying to bully him. Folks, I hope you understand that in your society, that there are a lot of these characters out there, and you've got to be careful. You'll be conned. That's the word. You will be conned. Because they will spit in your eye and they will say to you, it's raining. They will give you piss to drink and they will tell you it's wine. And they will try to convince you that it is wine. These are a bunch of crooked thieves in the society. And I'm not holding back for this month. I'm going to come out and I'm going to speak out against this crookery and crookedness in the society. We got to do it. We got to do it, and we must be fearless. And whether I'm supporting the United Workers' Party or not, and their crooked leaders in there, it got to be called out too. We should never be hypocrites, covering injustice, covering that which is wrong. We got to speak up. If you're going to speak up for one, you got to speak up for all. And if you catch me, folks, in slackness, talk to me, call it out. There in St. Vincent, it's alleged that women were victims of Mr. Gonsalves. Alleged. Alleged. And because of position, even police officers and the system that are there to protect our women, they are all of a sudden silent. Why? Because my party is in power or this person is influential, and so we cannot take any action. But if it's a regular member of society, then the SSU will break your door down. They will pull you off your bed. They will embarrass you at church. They will embarrass you on your job. They will come to get you. But if it's a politician, they will go at midnight when nobody is watching, just to protect that person. The law must be equal. The law must apply to everybody and not some. Just like healthcare should be accessible to all. Just like every citizen of St. Vincent, St. Lucia should be able to have a balanced meal. Not some elite. They are able to eat steak and all the good nutritious stuff, get vitamins, while you, the poor people, catch your tail with green figs and butter. But what you do, you vote for them all the time. You kill people for them. You assassinate people's character for them. You develop a whole set of enemies for them, but you can't eat properly. And you are so blinded by the crookery that you can't see clearly. You cannot see clearly. Now let's go over to St. Lucia. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say justice must be for all and not some. One, you have a woman who got killed in St. Lucia. There is some secret investigation, secret thing going on. Miss Leon, I believe that's her name. What is secret about her death? Give the public an update on what is going on with the investigations. What did you refer to the DPP? What did you refer to the DPP? Do you suspect somebody? Do you have somebody? Do you have evidence of who killed this woman? What is so secret about it? What is so secret about it? If it's some local, regular, like what you guys would say, the poorest of the poor, if they're the ones who killed somebody, their faces are all over the media. You walk them into court in public places. The question again, what was referred to the DPP? And what are you referring to the DPP? What is happening with the investigations? Can you tell the public? St. Lucia is now run by a secret society? A bourgeois society? Huh? What is happening, folks? What is happening? And I'll show you. I will show you a lady, a woman, 70-year-old farmer. Someone stole the woman cows, sold it to a person of influence, and this woman is getting no justice for her cows. Before we go to the pothole story, let's go to this farmer. And this is a report filed by Cecile Active, I believe is the name, from NBC. Let's go over here. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Stick with me. Please share the live. People are trying to find us, but they can't.
Which occurred in May of 2022. According to the 77-year-old livestock farmer, while she knows the thief, he admitted to selling the livestock to another individual.
My son. Now, hold a minute. First of all, this is enough to get somebody locked up. The woman cows or cattle were stolen. Someone admitted to stealing it. The woman knows the person who took her cows. What should be the next step? What should be the next step for this 70-year-old? What is going on in the country? Let's go over to the report. Go ahead, ma'am.
And actually saw the cows. That was how he knew that the cows were stolen. So when he stopped the guy who was driving the vehicle, the guy told him that he had bought the animals from. Anyway, my son called me and told me what had happened. So I spoke with the guy who had bought the animals, and he told me that the cows were sold to him, that yes, he did buy the cows, and that in our discussion, he told me that he got the cows at a good price.
Now, hold a minute. So, one, the guy admitted that he bought stolen cows. Then, he's saying to the woman that he got her cows, her stolen cows, at a good price. I don't know if this lady have lost her head or the legal system have lost their head, but something is going on here. Listen to the story carefully.
But he works with the previous lasting department. So I called the police, that was the Monday, and...
So hold a minute, it sounds like the guy who bought the stolen cow is also part of the police system against stolen cows. I hope I spoke English there. The person who bought the cows, the stolen cows, who bought the cows from a person who don't have a farm and don't have cows, bought it from a crook. And this guy is responsible to prevent these type of actions. Listen to me. The person who is responsible to protect farmers like this woman bought the cows at a good price from a person who don't have cows and don't have an estate. Let's go back and listen to the story.
The officer, an officer came to hear what was happening. Anyway, he did an investigation of all of us who were involved with the story. And then he told me that he was going to write up a report, which he did. He called me sometime later, and he told me that he had already written the report and that he had lodged it with his head of department.
Thomas says after the theft, she made contact with the supervisory officer of the Predial Larceny Unit. This, as she laments, did not lead to a resolution of the matter.
I called a number that he gave me, who told me this guy is his immediate supervisor. The guy said, yes, we know about that, we are now processing, I'm going to call you. When he did not call, I called again. I have called him about 6 times, and he has never for once called me back, nor has he had any good answer to give me. He's always telling me, I'm going to call you. My last call to him was last week, Thursday before. When I saw Wednesday, when I saw that he did not call me, so I said that the Friday he would probably call me. But he never called, and I have not called him since then either.
Thomas says the loss of her cows was unwarranted. The dishonest parties, she states, are benefiting while she is not. The senior citizen says she continued her search for justice by writing to other authorities. Still, she confesses resolution is yet to come.
The guy who bought the vehicle, the cows, works with the previous Larceny department. And when he told me that he had gotten him a good deal, I am saying, well, what happens to me? Because the deal is good for you, but look at me. And up to now, the head of department has not taken any action to further the thing. I was told to go to the commissioner. So I went to the commissioner. On arriving there, they asked me to write some kind of a report and leave a telephone number. I thought by now they would have called to tell me, well, I'll see you in 6 months or I'll see you in 2 weeks or whatever. Up to now, I have not heard anything from that department.
Listen to me. I don't even want to listen to more of this story. And there are many other persons out there. Folks, I get very upset when I hear these stories. A 70-year-old woman the police, they are aware of this matter. They are aware. It is one of their own who bought the stolen cows. But they have this poor 70-year-old woman running up and down over her cows that was bought by the system that had to protect her. And you're telling me that a society will not get tired of these types of malpractice in the society, where you cannot get a good lawyer to represent you the way you should. It depends on what political party you're affiliated with. You have a system that, a legal system, a police system that when you call them, there's not much that they can do for you unless you are dead. They can come, take some pictures, put down some numbers, and pick up your body. It seems that's the only thing that they're good at this point. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good officers, but I am concerned that these poor citizens are not getting the benefit, the help from systems that are there to protect them. It is sad, and there are a lot of families out there who are frustrated. There are a lot of people, and I'm not saying going to Obia people are good, but sometimes that's where a lot of these people go for help because the whole system is against them. And by the way, the Obia man is against you too. He will take your money and lie to you. But people do things, and I'm not looking for excuse, because of out of frustration. There is nowhere to turn. Who do I turn to when I lose my property? Who do I turn to when I don't have someone in the higher planes of society? Who do I turn to for help? If I am not associated with a political party, if I am not associated with the commissioner's sister or cousin, where do I get the help from? And people are frustrated. The food prices are high. They cannot get proper medical care. They are getting $3 an hour to work for. And not when I tell you $3 an hour to work, it's hard labor, you know. It's hard labor. Yes. $3 an hour. Hard labor. Where do these families turn to? Where do they turn to? Who do they turn to? And you have a bunch of idiots that are, all they're doing is talking about themselves, trying to get revenge for themselves, trying to curse off this one and to curse off this one, trying to besmirch this one character, while you have people like this woman who need a voice. We are taking our voice to talk about a whole set of nonsense about some guy having sex with men. Is that new to society? That's what you want to talk about all your life? Huh? That's what you want to talk all your life? You want to talk about me having a conversation with Soraya she recorded, that's going to help this woman and others in our society. People who are getting $3 an hour, can't get health care, dying with cancer and high blood pressure, that's going to help them. I'm saying we are being distracted by ourselves. We are being distracted by ourselves. And all they're fighting for is power. They cannot stand on the side of truth or the platform of truth. They got to stand with lies and deceit and dishonesty and malpractice because they want to save the image of the system. So it is best I stand with a lie than to stand with truth. And this woman, I'm going to put her face on the screen. This woman is crying out for help. 70 years of age. 70 years. 70 years. A grandmother who invested in her cows. And a system, a man who works in the same system, buying stolen. By the way, when you buy stolen goods, it's a criminal offense. So he should have been locked up a long time ago. There need no investigations. He bought the woman cow. The only thing you need to ask him, where did you get the cow? Show me who you buy the cow from. So I would arrest the one who purchased it, the police who purchased it, and the one who sold it. I would arrest both of them. They are two criminals. Period. I'm not angry, folks, but I am just sick and tired of the nasty games that we play, while there are real issues out there that need to be attended to. Real issues. So my determination is to get back to the issues. Don't call and tell me, look at Sister Penny's pass and look at this one pass and this one bad, this one divorce, and that's not my business who divorce. How is that my business? Just bear with us. We have a signal issue. Just bear with us, folks. I don't know what's happening. But one of our feed is giving problems. Folks, you think this thing is easy? I am looking at Facebook. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Stay with me. You think those evil people you think they're not easy? I am looking. Just bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Stay there. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move, folks. Stay there. Stay there with me. I don't know what happened there, but I am watching my stream metrics, and the stream metrics is saying that something has tampered or is tampering with our internet platform. Now, I have the best internet backup and support here in my system. I am looking at my stream metric, and it is ridiculous what is happening. I think it has just recovered. Yes. It has just recovered. Folks, I wish I can take a picture to show you the drop in that system. You won't believe what took place there a while ago. So when I tell you that righteousness exalts a nation, you think I'm joking? It's immoral. And I rebuke every demonic force. Every one of you. I saturate you with the blood of Jesus, man. You're defeated. When I should be at 57 kbps, the thing dropped to 4. And you're telling me even my FPS has dropped. And you're telling me that there's not wickedness in high places? And this is a new page, by the way, that I just started. And it's being tampered with again. New page. Look, our system is still buffing. Folks, you got to bear with me. Those of you on Facebook, you'll have to bear with me. Those of you on YouTube, you have good stream over there because we're able to correct our stream too. So you bear with us and we'll wait for our Facebook stream to pick up. Yeah, they can't hold it for long. Yes, it's bouncing up. I tell you, they can't hold it for long. Mine is not the internet. It is not internet. My internet is the best. My internet is the best. Just wait. Give it a few seconds. I tell you, think those crooks easy? Huh. Let's just wait, brethren. We have no internet problems here. Brethren, I have top of the line. And plus, I have a backup system. No way should I be experiencing this. No way. It's virtually impossible. Now it is at 0 BPS. 0. Just bear with me, folks. Let's just allow them to play their games. When they're finished playing, they will stop. But I stay in right here until it's corrected. I'm watching it, friends. It's red, red, red. Ay. Sata. Demo.
Welcome to Caribbean American News.
By the way, that's my daughter's voice. Let's hope that her voice can bring back the internet. It's coming back up to 57 with a 2.0 Mbps. Yeah, bear with me, folks. I will tell you when it's recovered. It dropped again. But Stream 2 is correct. Stream 2 is doing well. Stream 2 is doing well. I am telling you, folks. I am watching the Matrix here and the metrics, and it is ridiculous. We had good quality stream. All of a sudden, Reverend, just let's stay calm. Stay with me. Don't worry. Stay with me. We get
Welcome to Caribbean American News.
Ay, Lord. It stayed flat. Back to 107. That should show green. All right. It is yellow. We're waiting for a green signal. Folks, I am telling you. You know when the Bible says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the rulers of wickedness in high places? You better believe it, you know. My God. Okay, we just having buffing issues. Just bear with us. We will get back to the issues. Just bear with us. Our stream 1 is still trying to recover. Yeah. Stream 1 is trying to recover. By the way, our stream 2 is our YouTube channel. And it is over 50 viewers over there. So our YouTube, they're strong. YouTube is strong. It is they're firing on all cylinder over there. They're having a beautiful time. While we're waiting for our buffer to get back, it's getting there, folks. Just bear with us. We have Angeli and Martina. Donovan, yes, I'm always able to pick out Donovan from the platform over there. Welcome. Yes. Yeah, bear with us, folks. We're getting back in place. Yes, Veronica, how are you? Good night. And my friend, yes, Cleopatra. My friend, that's my friend, yeah. And we have my friend Lauren Hippolyte. Ay, 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 Lauren is on. Christopher, how are you? Edwards, greetings to all. Gregory Charles, welcome. Martin, welcome. Hood, welcome. Henry, welcome. Welcome, folks. I can't call the names. Maggie, welcome. Charles, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Cookie, welcome. John, yeah. Pamela, welcome to the platform. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get all the names. Malcolm, welcome. All right, let me just look out at the stream now. Okay. Okay, so we have a little buffing issue there on Facebook still. Just bear with me. Oh my God. Reverend, everything on the monitor has gone red. Isn't that amazing? Yes. In other words, that's what you will consider to be a crash system. 0, 0, 0. Take away 4M. Take away 2M. 7M. Take away 9M. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So, those of you who are on Facebook, if you want, you can run over to the platform on YouTube. While you're doing that, we will remain here. So let's finish our story with this lady from the 70-year-old who lost her cows. A system that is responsible to protect her have failed, and it have failed many others. Many others. All right? Bear with me. Okay, let's go over to a little joke from Facebook. A little joke. Arnold from St. Croix. St. Croix is in the house. Our family, Caribbean family from St. Croix. Yes, Jesus is in control and we plead the blood. Ha! Hi, Rose. How are you? Rose Williams, welcome. The blood is against you. Ay, ay, ay. We have to deimagine some people tonight because that kind of thing we seen on the system there. Yeah. Look out for the sun. Fear demo. Fire. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Glasgow, how are you? Welcome to the platform. Yes. And that's the power of YouTube, you know. YouTube can tolerate me sending low signal to them. They can take it and wash it. But Facebook, if they don't get the signal that the system is requiring, then we will have issues with the flow there. And the truth is I did not put a backup URL link so that it could have recovered to another one. I do apologize. I'm hoping to not. Hey, Catherine St. Bernard, my friend. Yes. But let's continue with the program anyway. Folks will be able to view it in the future on YouTube, or they can. I'm sure we can get it recovered on the platform here on Facebook. But yes, Sylvia, YouTube is always good. It's always the best when it comes to streaming. They're just the best. But we are catering for both our YouTube viewers and those who are on line. Hardy from Connecticut, greetings to you. Amen. Now, folks, we have good news. The family, remember we were to take part in a search party on Sunday. While I was praying actually at the church on Saturday afternoon, approaching sunset, and I called the church into prayer on behalf of the family. A burden was placed on me. Then we got notification that the family, you know, the family had recovered. They found her, the missing member, on Saturday, and we are ever grateful to that. But we were getting ready to go out in large numbers, and by the way, tonight we were going to have an interview with the family members. They called me. I spoke to them Saturday evening, and they were just celebrating and worshiping God, you know. They were just worshiping. Let's go over. I see a number of you have gone over to YouTube. That is good. I have already placed the blood of Jesus on this system, and it will get back in the next, let's say the next 2 or 3 minutes. Don't worry about it. It's going to get back. The devil cannot hold that for long. There's no stronghold there. All right? So we break that assignment. We send it back to sender right now. Look at dégager, démarginer tout moun qui ka vin dans les systems are. Yeah, fire. Yes. Fire. Yeah, fire. Yes. Yes. YouTube service is very good. Those of you who want to go over there. Fire. But let's go on. We got to go on. We cannot delay because of time. Some of you have work tomorrow, and I want to be very mindful of that going forward with our broadcast. Okay, so there's a video I came across on Facebook concerning potholes in St. Lucia, and I really did not know that it was so bad. That's the truth. You know, I hear people say, well, I have never seen the roads in St. Lucia so bad. So in my mind, I'm saying maybe it is because the United Workers' Party is in opposition, not in power, and so maybe they're just saying that to make the government look bad and whatever it is. And so, you know, you see when you have your own mind, your free mind, then you are allowed to give the benefit of the doubt and to reason like that. When you are a hack, tout bagay pas bon. Even though it will benefit you, it's pas bon. So when I start seeing actual pictures, hi BBDD, my friend. When I start seeing pictures, real pictures of potholes, dangerous potholes on the Islands Road, then I believe we have a problem. I believe we have a problem. Okay, I know what I'm going to do to send the right signal, all right? Just bear with me. I am going to shut down a lot of the things that I'm not using because my entire house is operating on Wi-Fi, the entire house. Because my surveillance and everything else, it is operating there. So let's see if I can recover. Let me just shut down stuff so that I can recover at least the page. Okay, so we should be seeing something happening. Let me see. Okay, I just got notice from Facebook. Keyframe rate too low. All right. Okay, please update. Or viewers may experience lower quality stream. Okay. Yeah, it's gone flat. It's gone flat. I don't know why. I have no explanation on Facebook. So if our people can go over to YouTube, then we can continue with the program. But basically, it has gone. It's gone. It's dead now. Yes, it's dead. It's dead. Yeah, it's a dead story there. Yeah. Dead. We do not have any outage in the area. Okay, so let me just go on. Let's go on. We'll go on. All right. At least Facebook is already aware of what is happening here. So let me just share with you what I came here to do. All right? So let's go over to St. Lucia again. Someone sent me this picture. It's kind of funny, but yet dangerous. But let's go over there.
Caution in news, this is Bijou 758. Right about now, we have just discovered a sinkhole located in Lakai Dennery. Look at the size of this thing. The crater is huge, man. Look at this, look at this. I have a question. Yes, Tobo, what do you think about the crater that we discovered in the road right now?
Oh, that's very bad. Every day we have about 10 vehicles flat in there. Le gouvernement a dit flat donc flat à terre. Matin, chez moi, ça c'est toute machine qui est flat en toi.
Wow. So what do you think is a good solution to stop that crater in the road right now?
Sue the government. When your vehicle mash up, sue the government.
I agree.
Sue Ministry of Communications and work when your vehicle mash up.
Of course.
Because too many vehicles does mash up there. The rims has been, the tire has burst. And not alone, no, Larissus Gap is worse.
Wow.
Larissus up there?
So there's more craters up there?
Yes, in the Larissus Gap, the free road. Wow. It's worse.
Folks, what do you think is the problem with our nation's road? Is there any answers? Can anyone answer these questions? What is the problem with our nation's road network? What is happening? Because you saw the picture of this pothole. Let me just put it. You can see it, right?
This is Bijou 7.
Yeah, we'll get back there, but that seems to be that's a huge hole. Huh? My God. Okay, so we have a picture I want to share with you. And this one is from St. Lucia, and this is during December. Now, let me just say, most of you, right, our viewers, would have heard of, thank you, folks, you're still hanging in there. Most of you, during the Christmas season, it is always a time of cheer where people share. Oh, you're seeing Bell. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. Belfia. Thanks, okay. You know, you would have, Christmas is a time of giving and sharing, you know, and there is a woman that I want to highlight tonight. Most of you would have heard her name, you know, thank you, my friend, so I can speak. Most of you would have heard her name mentioned with certain issues last year, and you would have thought that she was a very bad woman and not a good person. But my spirit would not allow me to go there to condemn her. I cannot get my hands around my head around, you know, besmirching people and making them feel that they're less of a human being, they're not good because we're having a problem among ourselves or an issue. However, I always believe that there are certain characters that we got to call out in order to protect them and a broader society. I strongly believe that. So let me just go over to this story. Now, most of you would have heard of, I don't want to get too deep in it, but I just want to share some light on it. I wasn't able to say much because of the noise. I try to avoid and stay on the sidelines. And some would say, well, something is wrong with him, you know. I believe sometimes you got to stay calm. There's an old song that says, "Calm me, Lord, and keep me calm." And I believe that's powerful. It is powerful. And I'll say, if you believe, folks, if you believe that truth is on your side, have no fear. Now, this is a fact. Do not fear. I'm going to read comments a little later on. Do not fear. If you are standing on the side of truth, you do not have to create a big show. All you have to do is to be calm and allow truth to triumph. Because I will say to you, and I've had a lot of experience with the truth, truth will always win. Let me share a story before I go to this issue. When I was a young boy, we used to have dry milk. Dry milk. I don't know if many of you, we were called little dry milk thieves as little boys and girls. Don't pretend like you're so holy, you never steal any milk and sugar. And so we would steal the milk and we would steal the sugar. And we would put them together. Our grandmother gone to town, and we would go in the pan and we would steal it and we would put it in a bag and we would mix it and we would suck it. Milk and sugar was the sweetest thing. Many of us were little sugar and milk thieves. I'm not nice enough to say thieves. Thief. And Granny would ask you, who went in the milk? Not me, huh? You know how you do it. Pa moi, it's not me, huh? And then some of you smart. Well, if you steal the milk with your sister, if your sister not around, you're going to say, Mommy, it's Teresa. It's Teresa. But you know that you stole the milk with Teresa. Huh? You know that. But you will lie to Granny because you're trying to protect yourself from some blows, from licks. When we as adults do wrong, what we do is that we always try to justify or to cover ourselves. And sometimes we throw innocent people under the bus. Hey, Alpha, how are you doing? Good to see you. We throw, long time, Alpha, Bravo, we throw people under the bus. Why? Because we want to protect ourselves, our image, and maybe to each his own. But I would say to you that we must always stand on a platform of truth. I have done a lot of cover-up to protect, not me, I don't care about protecting me, but I have done a lot of covering up to protect others. Because the Bible says that love covers a multitude of sin. Love covers a lot of sins. A lot. Love covers a multitude of sin, folks. Now, listen. What I don't want is for persons to say to me, not knowing what I'm about to say, something is dead. George, I see you, Charles, but you don't know my issue. Clem, yes, that's the male, Clem. You don't know what I'm discussing, so for you to tell me issue is dead, I'm not even sure what the issue you're talking about, brother. Yeah, so just allow me to speak my truth, because I sat over a period of time and I listened to persons, and sometimes the advice that we give is not in the individual best interest. Most of the times it's in the interest of a system. My interest is people, not the haves, they have not. That's where my interest lies. And that's why I stand on a plateau or the platform of righteousness and truth. And I will ever be there by the grace of God. Ever be there. So, you would steal the claim and everything else. And I said, you try to, run around to justify. But I want to introduce to you a woman. And we're trying to work in bringing some help to her. We're doing our best. And when I brought this to the attention, the plight of this woman to the attention of a friend of mine, she quickly jumped on board. It brought tears to my heart. Bravo, St. Lucia's in a holy place. That is funny. Let us try to stay in that holy place. That's funny. That was funny. So I was speaking about this woman, elderly woman who is in a bad place and needing support. And so when I brought this to the attention of my friend and sister, Miss Hippolyte, she quickly jumped, both her and her husband, and I am ever grateful. I do not have words to express my thanks. I do not have words to express my gratitude on behalf of Miss Nulester. The joy that you, Miss Hippolyte, and your husband brought to this woman, it brought tears to everybody's eyes, those who were involved. And I'm going to take you folks to a video that was recorded in December of the joy that Nulester experienced through Miss Hippolyte and her husband, who heard of her plight, jumped into action. Hi, Margaret. Jumped into action and brought relief. Oh, my God. Brethren, the only angels people will see is you and I. You hear me? And the only Jesus that they will see on earth, it is you and I. Let's go over to this clip, and I hope that it drives you to do good and to never get weary in well-doing. And I will explain the persons in the clip later on. Let's go over to the clip.
I brought you this hamper. I know today is your birthday, and it's also
You will hear the dogs and stuff.
Christmas time, and it's a time for giving, a time for sharing, and I want you to have this hamper and this massy bag. I hope you enjoy the contents of it. And I also brought you this. That's a little something for you. And also a Massey hamper. Massey voucher with $100. So you can get your chicken, your cheese, your butter, and oil, whatever else you will need. So this is your Massey hamper. So you can get all your stuff for Christmas. And it's also your birthday.
Happy birthday.
So you have a 2-in-1. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and all the best for 2023.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Reverend, I want you to look in the video. You would see the lady with the paper in her hands. You see I deliberately put it there so that you can see the smile on her face. Now, this happened in December, and I am having a joy in my heart, and that's the truth. Look at her face, the smile. Look at the smile on her face. And I play this video to encourage you folks, just like Miss Hippolyte and her husband. Look at Mr. Hippolyte holding that little child. Look at the child's face. It is like Santa Claus has come to town. Huh? Look at the smile on Miss Nulester's face. And by the way, Miss Nulester is somewhere on one of the platforms. I believe she's on one of the platforms here tonight. But I want to encourage you folks to get involved in helping. Why? Because you are living in a time of great difficulties and challenges, and we do need each other. We do need each other. And I will be in St. Lucia shortly. Yeah, this time my trip is confirmed, I believe. I will be down there. We have an assessment to make on a disabled person who reached out to me last week, who is in urgent need of food items, and she is disabled, and we got to go there to do an assessment on her dwelling because she's disabled, then she will need a bathroom attached to her home. And so I'll be down there doing an assessment with my team, and then we're going to ensure that there is groceries delivered to her, and that also we can try to rally some people, maybe get new donors, because I can't really go back to the old ones. We can go to some new ones to see how we can help this new person that we came across last week. So we got to help, folks. We got to help. I know it's difficult, but we got to get involved still in doing good to others. I'm going to lead. In other words, I'm going to be on the ground doing what I have to do to bring help to those persons. All right? So I will be going in with my own hands to ensure that everything is done right and that the persons do get the help that they deserve. But let's close on the pothole issue. Somebody wrote some statements. Let me see if I can get it up. Let's see what's going on with the potholes there. Because Eric Celestin posted some pictures of more than 4 vehicles that went into the same pothole in Viewfort. I do not think that was a pothole. I believe it was a manhole that was broken. And no attention was given to that manhole, and a number of vehicles had to be assisted in getting out of that hole. So let's go over to our YouTube platform first, and then we'll come over to our Facebook. I know we have some challenges over there. We'll come over to our Facebook page. All right. So let me see what's going on in the chat room here on Facebook. Okay, let's see here. It's sad what's going on in the world with competition. Sad. God is not sleeping. Oh boy, what did I do? Yes, Miss Lucy, God is not sleeping. He is alive and well, and we better believe that quickly. We better believe that quickly. Okay, good. So let me... Hi, Jen. You're here. You're in time, Cookie. Welcome. The roads are very bad and embarrassing. Big area. So she's saying that the roads are indeed bad. They're really bad. And it is embarrassing. Let's go over to Facebook and see what's happening over there in the chat room over on Facebook. Hey, Charles. Yes, Charles is still there firing on all cylinder. Stan, you, good night to you. And Lucia is a holy place. Yes. And we have Arnold from St. Croix, USVI, United States Virgin Islands. Okay. I had some other matters, urgent follow-up on some investigations that we were doing, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to leave that. It's 10 o'clock in your country. You should be sleeping. I don't want you to be intemperate. But one of the problems that we have is the response of the police response time. It is a problem. We are still looking at the Grand Riviere police station in Dennery. Not in Dennery Village, but in the Dennery Valley. We are still looking at their response time and how they're responding to calls there. We're still monitoring that. There is still a little issue there. We are monitoring the situation with the woman who we brought on. We had an interview with her from Canada, who she's fighting to get her mother's documents. We got to follow up on that. We also have, bear with me. So we have the investigations with surrounding the death of Cecilia from Labrie, the United States citizen who went down to bury her father, and she got into some problems there. She's no more. She's dead. We are still following these 3 stories. They are not dead. All right? And as I said, going forward, we are not going to be distracted. We are not going to be distracted. So I have those developments, those information. I'm just trying to ensure that when I come to you, that I'm coming to you with the truth and nothing but the truth. Why? I do not want to waste my time going into court because of something that I said that is not the truth. I really don't. I don't like courts. Most of my cases are settled outside of court. I just had one that was settled here in New York against a large organization outside of the court. That I don't like going in there. All right? So I have to protect my platform by presenting truth and not misleading because of political advantage. I'm not looking for that. All right? So please. Okay, so John, good night. You're coming and we're going. We're just leaving. And my friend Cleopatra says the roads are in the worst state ever. I'm hearing a lot of that the roads are very, very, very bad now. And Charles is saying, I thought we're not eating roads. Well, I can tell you that if you do not have good roads, you will end up on the bread line. And you will still need roads to get to the bread line. You hear me? Farmers need the roads. Our tourists needs the road. You hear what I'm saying? Everybody, our school children need the road. Everybody we need the road. They're very important. So you might as well say that we eat in roads. You might as well say that. Because without it, you cannot eat. What, you're going to walk from Castries to Viewfort? Think about your car. You invest in a vehicle. Well, I don't think, well, it depends on what vehicle you have, because a regular car is not an investment. It's a liability. A minivan is an investment. An open back vehicle is an investment. A truck is an investment. A garbage truck, an investment, right? But a regular car, it's a liability. And think about you with a regular car, which is a liability, having to repair your shocks, your rubbers, your tie rod ends, your rims. Think about spending thousands of dollars simply because the roads are in very bad state. Think about it. And even think about you having your business vehicle. And every month you've got to be buying tires and rims and how are you going to pay the staff? No wonder you're paying your staff $3 an hour. Because you have to balance now between the tire and pay the and we talk about small businesses, small business owners. So what we need to do is we need to get back a pothole unit to cover potholes around the island. Now, roads are going to have, you're going to have holes in your roads, but you got to maintain them. You have to have a unit driving around St. Lucia, identifying those potholes, sending out a team to cover them. But the other thing about covering potholes is that the ideal time to cover potholes is during the night when everybody's asleep, when there's less traffic on the roads. While people are sleeping, you should be covering potholes. And I'm sure I'm making some sense here. Huh? Jules is saying Richford Police Station. Yes, the Richford Police Station. They need to do their job. They need to do their job effectively. They need to get to work. And again, some of these people in power need to understand that they're working for the people, not the people working for them. You are hired by the people to protect them, to serve them, to answer the phones when they call, to not just to answer, but to respond to their call. So get to work. But folks, I'm not going to stay any longer. I just want you to know. Boss lady, good evening. Hey, boss lady. D, good evening. Pleasant evening to you. Reverend, folks, I miss all of you, right? People are trying to find our page because, as I said, our page has been compromised. And so we just started this new one. So if you have not liked and followed, you need to do so and encourage your friends, your families to like and follow it so that you can get notifications when we're coming on. But we're back online and we will be back, I believe, on Monday, because tomorrow I have some assignments, and any breaking developments, I'm going to come back anytime. All right, but please stay tuned. Okay, Andrea said you need to investigate about how the $10 million spent. I want to know how much Denry South received. So I can do that for you. I can call the district rep for Denry, and I can try to find out how the amount of monies he got from the $10 million. We know that he got money for sure because we saw some shacks being built there on the field. We know he got money from the housing folks. So we just need to make a call to find out, and I will let you know. I will call him this week so that we can get some figures. And by the way, let me say to you folks, don't let politicians fool you. They got to answer your questions. Don't let them fool you. If you have a concern, a question, call and ask them. If they don't answer you or they respond to you rudely, call me. Give me the names. But ensure that you're not spreading rumors on them. But you have a right to petition your government. You have a right to ask questions of your elected representative. And they do not have a right to take you to court, period. They are working for you. Okay? I just wanted you to know that. So we're going to get to work going forward. This is episode 1. We will have our broadcast on Monday, God's willing, and then we'll go back to Monday and Tuesday as people find the platform on our new channel. All right? So blessings to you all. Have a beautiful night. It is nice seeing all of you folks. Even though we had 100 and something people viewing tonight, both on combined in both network, it means that you're finding us slowly. So again, I have not blocked anyone. It is just that we do not have the original Caribbean American News platform. What we have now is Caribbean American News Media. So you will have to subscribe, you will have to follow in order for you to get notification when we're on. I just want you to know that this is our first live program for the year. Very first one. Very first one. There is no more. Yes, this is our first one. The next one will be on Monday, God's willing. All right? So blessings to you folks. Maranatha. Have a beautiful night. Remember to share some love. Yes, share some love. Share some love. Good night, folks. As you go out, follow and like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the Caribbean American Media channel. Those of you who are watching on Facebook, that is the page you need to share. Share the page, folks. If you want us to be here together, share the page. Share the page. Maria, good night. Good night, everybody. Charles, share the page. Let folks know that we are on. And we're going to be on fire. And nobody, nothing is going to silence us. All right? Blessings to you folks. Good night. Good night, Veronica and everybody. Good night.